I put in here is introduction to the technology of stabilized stroke unstabilized brake, presses and accessories. This technology is around the whole world. Some of you have seen it on the net. Somebody was saying it here now. Somebody came from the north one day, entered my house and asked me, is there AC in this house? One of the quality is coolness. This material is the building material for Africa, already determined. Whether you like it or not. The Oyinbo have researched and found that this is your material. Number one is cool. Number two is available abundantly. Number three, that sand where they do white sand, it goes so finish. Some people buy the machine because of there's a Yoruba proverb say person wey buy new cloth, he go the cloth go dey tell am say where me go out, where me go out, make people see say na new cloth, where me. Some of you will buy the machine like Mr. Tanima who go put am down. You no go buy all the thing where they go take fix am down, go carry something, begin to do and say you want to operate am. 20 people cannot operate that machine unless it is fitted down. You put something inside, begin to pull and allow you. Say you want test am, just want to make sure say the thing go up, you no go anywhere. So don't unless you fix it down. That's one of the problems that we see that people are having. Fix it down. Without fixing it down, you cannot walk. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. You go even cut your fingers down safe. Some people among the owners, una go call people to come and make brick, una no go buy all the tools. You need a wheelbarrow. Invest in it. You need a headband. You need some buckets, especially metal bucket. Go and find metal bucket. There's a law of cement that what you cannot use in 1 hour, don't mix it. Law of cement. But that law is not practicable. That law is not what? It's not practicable. We are not in London or America. But if you are going to change that law, change it to 2 hours. Don't change it to 4 hours. Because the moment you add cement to a thing and you add water, the chemical reaction commences. And in 4 hours, 5 hours, it will start to fail. It will start to fail. It may not fail completely. Why spend 2,000, 1,500 on the back of something and waste it? Don't mix too much cement dryly. If you mix too much cement dryly, don't wet too much. Because the moment you wet it, the cement action starts. And what you will get in strength is now going to be low and sometimes zero. We are going to show you how much water to put in your laterite and cement. When you are, I won't tell you theory. This thing is called brick. But if I call it block, this is a block, not a brick. This is what? A block. It's not a brick. Anything you put cement into has become block, not a brick. This is a block designed as a brick. The content makes it a block. The size and design make it a brick. So whoever call it brick is right. If you call it block, you are right. So oiling the machine, we are going to show you. We are going to show you all the oiling points. There is something called lever, the pole. 2 people must not operate it. 2 people must not pull on it. Only it's meant for 1 person. This oil is not the oil we want. Which oil do we prefer? Used engine oil. Black oil on brick will not deface it. The brick machine press must be filled with equal material at all times. This is a problem. When you use your shovel 1,000 times, the quantity of each of the 1,000 times is different from one another. And the size of the brick will be the same because the machine is a mold. Okay. But the weight of the brick is not same. We need an equal weighted bricks. And unless you have a constant container, so anything that has non-variable volume that cannot expand, we normally give you this thing. So if it's 2.5 that enter into one machine, it will vary. Some it could be 3 and 3, some is 2.5, some is 2, depending on the type of machine. Or anything, even a bucket. Those hydraulically driven machine. Those hydraulically driven machine. Yeah. They put bucket. They buy bucket. You know where to fill it. Pour it. Don't be saying you go bring anything. Don't give them that. This is what I supply. When you have filled this one, you just do it like this. Don't overfill. That way you are sure of equal measurement. Equal measurement, equal weight. So sir, teach this thing. Teach this thing. Equal material. Sometimes we ram. When we are filling the machine, we are going to show you. We are going to show you where to ram. If you overfill it, you are abusing it. You can destroy it, or you will not be able to operate it. So we are going to show you how not to overfill. There is a maximum limit, but you must compress your brick to maximum. Some, when they overfill, they can't reach maximum. If you do not compress to the maximum, your brick will not have the same height. Some people call me from different places, and the brick are different sizes. The machine is not made. One machine cannot produce 2 different sizes, both in the length and in the height, in the width and in the height. If you compress it to the maximum limit. Number 1, you want smooth surface. You need to sieve your soil. Sieving is laborious. Sieving is more laborious than making the bricks. Sieving the soil, sir, is difficult, Abi, than making the brick. So please, look for soil that you will not sieve. Another way is to put more cement. You sieve it, you put in a little more cement. That's true, Abi. The third one is oiling every brick. And again, he now went and found something they call lat. A lat is just some wood, flat wood. like tie rod. Put one like this, put one like this. When they newly made the brick, they put it on top of the lat instead of putting it on the floor. I tell people is as you lay your bed, so you lie. Sometimes you use cement to make your brick. There are people who may not want to put cement in their brick. Eh? I don't want to put cement in my brick. I want to put lower quantity. All of the three is possible. But you get care. What you should do, care. For lower cement, for non-cement. One of my boys bought my machine and built a house without cement. Where people, when they do and people, they laugh at. If you want to build a house without cement, wait till the dry season. Another wisdom, go and buy your roofing sheets, put it down. Immediately you finish building, you are going to be joining in with sand cement. Join them, join them, join them. Come roofer. Finish. Your house is as better, best, good as the man who puts cement. There is some goodness in it. Goodness! I know a commissioner, a professor in Ekpe. 9 inches block without hole, they build the house. No heat. No heat. Heat. That house will be cool. This 6 inches house, when it is cold season, this house is too cold for me. Brick has that quality. Don't overload your machine, you will break it. Don't underload your machine. Do not force the machine to work, you may break it. How do you handle newly made brick? We are going to show you. Those bricks, when you newly bring them out from the machine, it gets the edge where you will take, sit down for ground. Don't be as you like it. And you cannot put 2 bricks on top of themselves same day. The machine can be moved easily. You saw them, some of you saw them move it that time. There's a place you pass that your Liverpool inside and people will carry it easily. Care and stacking of brick. The brick that you make today, standing one by one, tomorrow can stand on themselves like 5s. Yes, sir. Make them one by one today. Tomorrow, you can put them like 5. That is if they contain cement. Non-cement will still be there for 2-3 days, and you are turning it. Take like 2 weeks for non-cement to dry, depending on the time and season. And non-cement, you don't have to dry it fastly. If you dry it fastly, you can have cracks. There is a way that you could even do fence without cement, but you must plaster it. If you make 10,000 brick and you don't wet it for 6, 7, 8 days, you have not used completely the money where you take buy that cement. If you want to do it well, look for a hose that splashes water and splash. Pour.
How about the flower wetting can?
Better.
Yes, that's another one. And when you have arranged your brick in 5s, it's the top that you will wet. And buy this thing and cover up. Penny wise, Pound foolish. A lot of people are penny wise, pound foolish. Their pound is the cement. Penny is this. Penny. Say penny. You don't go buy it. Then you buy it and you wet it. And you cover it. The sun will come. It will take, the sun will want to take the water. This thing will prevent the water from going. And the brick will have water to use all the time. Yesterday I sent for tornado nail. Tornado, make I give you hammer. Now, you want to nail this thing na tornado nail. Take nail this one.
This one?
Tornado nail. The one where I don't use for inside here, I don't pass like 5 packets. No other nail goes inside.
Stuff.
No other nail goes inside. It's bulletproof. It's heat resistant. Somebody came for a testimony here. He has built his house. He now bought my machine and built another house, joined onto the house, and fire entered the house. And burn the old one and burn am completely. They go break am down. And this brick house stand with the back. Because it has the ability to resist. We call it heat resistance. Sieve laterite. We will show you a sieve. If your laterite sieving is cumbersome, is laborious, time wasting, the only solution, I sieve this laterite. What I did, I constructed my sieve and went to find those women where they do garri. And I gave them 50 naira to do 1 tipper lorry. That time, maybe if you want to do an now, if you ask for 5,000 for 1 tipper lorry, if you ask for 5,000, no, 50 naira, 2 of them, and they go sit down, they go on. And the boys making the brick and making the, or you will not be able to find out. It's money. So there are laterite that require no saving. So why don't you look for it and pay a little more? Yes, there is a problem with laterite houses. Termites. Laterite is from the ground. And see this wood? Yeah? Inside my everything here, drain. The thing has entered inside it. It has entered under this house. That root. And termite, what do they eat? Plants. And when they bring your laterite, remove those plants. If you don't remove it, you keep some food inside it for termites. You will soon find out that you are hiding some food inside. And when you link up with it from where, somewhere, you build this house there. Remove plants. How many people do you need to operate the machine? One person can operate the machine, but he will be slow. Now he go carry the sand, now he go mix the sand, now he go wet the sand, now he go put am inside the machine, now he go press and come, now he go press and go, now he go bring am out. If you put 2 people, it's easier. If you put 3 people, that is easier. So how many will they make? If one man is making 150 per day, 2 people will make more than 300 per day. If 2 people are making 350 per day, 3 people will make 500. That is if they get sense. So if they get sense, so you, nobody must fold hand. You know they do supervisor for this kind of work. Supervisor must get work inside where you go they do. Either they are mixing it and they carry the can and is wetting it for them. Either they carry my brick, go and is trying to help them to oil the thing. Once he's doing it, it will fasten the thing. One machine, one man buy one machine for Ibadan. They say that they take and they make 1,000 bricks per day. How do they do this one? I went to learn there. The man has 8-9 people. Women, their own is to carry brick and carry and go put them down somewhere. 2 women don't carry go like this. Another one, they go meet themselves for road. Another 2. That other 2. Those people operating my machine, boom, boom, boom. As it's out, they don't carry. As it's out, they don't carry. Somebody is feeling. Somebody is doing. So, machine has no limit. It depends on the number of people. They must not collide with themselves. Division, and somebody must be looking at them. Motivation. Motivation. When you motivate them. Let me tell you about motivation. Those who don't know it, they will be losing. When I was doing my house, I motivated them. I rented the house for them, put a bed there, put table there, put chair there, bought torchlight for them, I bought radio for them. I carry newspaper where I don't they read, make them take and they do toilet roll. Carry 500 naira every month, give them to my wife. Buy ororo, buy palm oil, buy small gari, buy coconut, buy small ewa, buy small rice, give them, apart from their own money. People will want to enter into them. And they enter into them. After I've made the brief for the work, for this, the boy said, yes sir, the money you are paying us is too small. When people don't come from outside to come and ask them, how much are you earning? How much is this man paying? See, it's too small. Because I went to bring them from home. How much are they earning from home? They say they are earning 25 naira. I'll pay you 30 naira for Lagos. I brought them here, give them house, give them everything. When they say their money is too small, I said, look, the ground, waiting in the sea, they don't see anything. The ground don't fool. I don't finish the work when you want come and go. You begin to lie down and begin to prostrate and beg. My machine cannot compress. The bricks are very soft. That machine, he has a seat. And this man, they didn't allow the machine to reach the seat. They begin to feel up. You have not fully filled it and you are pressing it, you will not get anything. Now 0 you will get. What is the compressive strength? What is the compressive strength? What is the compressive strength? At the first, so at the verse with them. I go tell them, I go ask them. That block where they use, what is the compressive strength?
Expression.
This is not comparable to that. Now I'll tell you story of block now. Story of block. I'll tell you story of block. The Oyinbo that brought that block, they can test the block for you by holding it like that and dropping it on the ground. Yes. And it must not break. Yes. That block. Carry it like this. Drop it.
Not in Nigeria like that.
Yes.
Like this.
But this one,
Like,
if you kick it like this, it will scatter like that. The people who are selling it, they get sense. So they just carry and gently put down now. Gently put down. If they ask you to come and carry, you carry 10 and break 6. They have expanded the hole beyond the Oyinbo design. And it's not their fault. It is the fault of everybody. You want to pay the least.
And then once again.
If he do am well, when he tell you say na 300 and you see 250, you don't go buy from him. You go buy 250. If another one say na 200, you go come up for 250, go for 200. So everybody now begin to do 200 because that's what you want. And compressive strength is not machine only. Cement, material, machine, all of them add to. But the compressive strength of this thing is adequate for all the type of houses that we want to build. It can be used to carry things safe, like tower, put water tank on top of. I did it for my workshop, I did it for this house. You can paint this thing directly.
Okay.
I have an office somewhere along this lane. Just built and 2 rooms. I did not plaster that house inside and outside. So I told my bricklayer, say I don't go plaster this house, and I want paint am. So you be careful to lay the thing straight and not put any the wall that you want to plaster. The bricklayer will not be careful, you just do it anyhow. Take plaster and cover am. I called the painter and he painted it inside and outside. That hotel, top 1 hotel in Ibadan. Top 1 garden. Yeah. All the bricks there is my machine. So you can paint the brick directly. Somebody talk about automation. Say you want to put electric on the machine. I said no problem. Buy the machine, carry and go for electrical engineer, make it put the electric, make it the user. I don't need electric. I don't build my house here. 20-something years ago, no took electric builder, no electric. 7 years I was living in this house, no electricity. Can I make brick during rainy season? These bricks, most of them were made during rainy season. The law of that is that it does not rain every day. So rainy season is not every day, every time. Only brick without cement you cannot make during rainy season. If you make it and it's dry in the sun and rain fall, back to square one.
But if we cover it,
Whether you cover it or not, you are back to square one. Because there's a law of God. The rain goes inside the ground beyond your cover. And you find its level into under your brick and soak all of them.
Unless it is lifted.
Yes,
So it's about brick without cement. If you are doing it under roof,
yes.
Sure.
and it's okay. And it can dry with the atmosphere without the sun beating on it. I mean,
It cannot dry. I cannot guarantee that it will dry with the atmosphere. I cannot guarantee because it takes 2 weeks to dry brick without cement.
That's with
Yes.
sun. With sun. After curing.
No curing
there's
for
no
brick
curing
without
for that one.
cement.
No curing.
It's just dry.
Just dry. Okay.
No, it just dry. There is. What is the reason the fire brick? Can anybody tell me the reason the fire brick?
For curing.
Fired clay bricks.
Strength.
Maybe strength, yes.
Then to make it much more compatible internally, so that it will be as strong as the cement mixed
Okay,
one.
you are near. You are near. If you use clay
Yes.
to make brick,
Yes.
clay is plastic in nature. No sun can dry that brick. No sun can dry that brick. Because the sun is not a continuous sun. In the evening it goes away and start all over again where it started yesterday. And reach where it stopped yesterday and stop again and start again. The internal of the brick will be wet. That is why they fire clay brick so that to force out all the water
Moisture
inside.
inside.
Whereas in this is not clay. This is a sandy soil. A sandy soil that contains element of clay. Not more than 30% clay is inside laterite. 70% is sand, gravel. Only red. So the sun can dry your brick, but you have to turn it
All the side.
all the side. Yes, dry this, turn am. Dry this, turn am. So it go connect
Okay.
over time.
Only laterite.
Yes.
Okay. So now that it is dry now, we can lay it when the sun is now immune to.
It's not immune, no.
Okay.
You must plaster it after.
It's not immune, no. In fact, it's very vulnerable.
Okay.
Any other small rain would take it
Okay.
and soak it and
So-
break it.
You must plaster it immediately.
Not plaster it immediately. If you are using it to build the house, roof it.
Okay.
You may not plaster it for 10 years.
Okay.
Once it is roofed. Because what is the essence of the roof? The roof takes the water and throw it
Out.
beyond the face of the house. That is why your roof must be sharp. The sharper your roof, the more speed you give to that water
To run off.
to run off. Those who have flat roof, the water is coming very close to the foundation, and the wall will take it. Without plaster, you can live in a house without cement in the brick for years. Travel along the express everywhere in those villages. The houses are there. A good roof is all you require. Don't abuse the machine. This machine, nothing will break too often there that the welder will not put back. Please note that foundation is foundation. Wall is wall. There are two things. One is called the super structure. The one is called the sub because it's underground. So it's contending with some elements. In my workshop, I use the brick to do the foundation of my small office. But if you come there, you will see that the brick on the floor has been beaten severally by weather because it's permanently sometimes inside water. This area is called a waterlogged area. The southwest, there is a longer period of rain where this structure will be permanently in the rain. I told one of you other you that my gutter was made with this brick, like the foundation. It's not because the foundation goes 2 courses, 9, 18 inches below. That is not up to, because that will be on the surface. So you can use it in Ghana. They use this brick. If you want to use this brick, you can use it. Increase your cement content 1. Use it to build the foundation 2. Plaster the foundation face 2 faces.
In and out.
Plaster the foundation 2 faces. Everybody is using it. So why is it not a foundation material? It's not a foundation material. But those who are using it for foundation are only using it as a form work. Form work. Like you dig your foundation and you put wood here and put wood here. That's what they are using it for. After they have put it inside, you go and mix concrete and pour it inside. That is the foundation, not the block.
The block will form work.
The block is for form work. So that you not go and buy wood and put it here and put it here, and at the end of the day you remove the wood, nobody to buy it, you throw it away.
That's a waste of money.
It's for form work. But so many people don't know. They go and build on top of the thing begin to collapse. It must be filled with concrete. If it crack, the wall will crack. It must be filled. You can fill it with concrete. You can go and get broken blocks and ram it into it. It's still the same father, mother. It must not be hollow like that. We are going to demonstrate it for you.
This is a new system, an existing system. That too is a new system, an existing system. But I want to change what we are doing over there. How can you help in the mixture? We don't mix with cement. It's just the brick. Only the sand. Only that it's a special kind of soil. So it's a sandy loam, but it's not common. So, and we need to add much water. The one I'm doing in Oyo is a mess. Sincerely, we had to stop the building at a point because of the rain. So
because of
rain. So once we mix, the water content is much. And if we don't add much water, if the water content is not much, if we mold like that, it will be difficult to come out of the mold. So if we now say, okay, we should use this machine, we try use. I saw this machine in the far bush somewhere in the Ibadan. The person has built the house, it will be over 20 years. I saw this used machine there. So that was the time I started looking for it, that somebody did this thing and I must get to that person. So I need you to help in this regard. How can we, if we don't add much water, we will not be able to get the final product. If we add much water, we will not be able to bring out the mold. We will not be able to bring it out from the mold. So how can we work with this, sir?
There is fired clay brick.
Yes,
there is stabilized bricks.
Laterite stabilized.
Yes. In clay brick, thank God that UNIDO, is it UNIDO or UNIDO? United Nations Industrial Kinikan have sent me out of Nigeria for 2 weeks to Indonesia. We went through factories. It's a special sand. Clay is a special sand. They still mix. I've said it before you came here that clay cannot be sun-dried.
Clay is plastic.
Clay cannot be sun-dried. They have several systems that we observed, wherein some brick goes into one place, the heat that is supposed to go out of that place is sent to come and warm the new brick that is inside one house, and they will be graduating. They call the lecture or the course that I went for small scale energy efficient brick making. How not to waste the energy. That is the time you have in Makodi, Boko, Benue, and the rest of it. It's a special clay. The only thing I can do for you is that if you mix your clay to that plastic state, put it inside my machine after oiling it and press it out. Press it out. Okay, I see your problem now. Because once it is wet, the power of my own machine we can compress it. It will compress it, but the crevices the holes around the top of my machine, the thing will come out like toothpaste. So that you will be using it to brush your teeth. Instead of
Brick.
brick.
Bricks.
I have books that show us how we can make it without using my machine. It could be another machine, but it will not have that power that my own has. But this my machine has about 10-ton force. 10-ton force that you are using to, they are put it in the lever. When you now press it down, you see that instantly, and because it's sandy, it cannot come out like toothpaste. That you don't need mechanical mix. It's not worth it.
Okay, sir.
It's not worth it. Because I know what a mechanical mixer is. It's expensive. It's not expensive if you have it. But you use it to mix it dry, pour it down, and you are mixing wet again. You are creating some job that is not a job. Those people that are going to do it, there are some implements. I won't even show you those implements that I have, that I copied from Igbo land. When you give it to them, you throw it by the side. Instead of using an implement to be carrying brick, why don't I carry it with my hand and put it down? I say, Mama, the same hand, I go just carry implement, carry brick, you put hand down, put hand, you will throw it out. That's why they throw away all these things. I'm using shovel, same shovel, using mixing. Why big, block, money, count, thousand, pocket full. You want to build this house, move the machine, put it here. Put your bricks, make it very close, they carry it and use it. Move the machine to the next point. Okay. Buy the machine, don't go and buy the block. But if you, in your farm, you may want to build somewhere, carry the machine, go right. Carry the machine, go left. Carry the machine, go. The machine, they don't go fit the farm. But the reason we brought you is that we want to show you all the things. So that wherever you are, you may not be the one operating the machine. When you see the man doing it for you, you shout before he puts you into trouble. So be with us. I titled this thing Introduction to the Technology. We will not go straight into interlocking bricks without talking about the technology. And how is this our own interlocking related to the almighty Hydra form? Because on DSTV you see Hydra form being advertised, on the internet you see Hydra form all over. So we will be showing you fixing down the machine. A lot of people, when they buy the machine, some carry it home and think that, okay, like something you have just bought new, let me test it. You can put it down, like I put several ones down there. You go carry sand, put it inside, begin to try it. The thing will not work. We have found people call us, say, the thing is not working. When he's even saying it, we tell one story, we will be confused. So when we get there now, we find that I did not even fix the machine. It did not even fix the machine. So I say 20 people cannot operate that machine if it's not fitted down. 20 people. Say, let 20 people hold them. It won't work. But when you fix it down, even one person can do anything to it. So fix it down. We've been to places, since the brick is not coming out. went there and found that he didn't even oil it. We are going to be showing you all the oiling points, and how frequent. The more oiling, the better for the machine. We have been to a place, an architect in Osogbo. He called me and we talk. See, when we form this brake in the machine, instantly it is strong. To the extent that any one of us can stand on it. It doesn't mean that it is strong enough to be used to build the house. But when he saw it, as we did it for him, carrying him on there, he made the brick and the thing was posho. He do 1, he do 2, he do 3, he do 4. This machine is not the same thing like the one you are selling. The one you show, that one you show us is a magic machine. This one is a bad one. You will be confused as a seller. So we send people there, I will find that there are certain things you will be doing that is wrong. That is the essence of training. Even this training may not even make you perfect.
Yes.
But at least it can push you to a level that even on your own, it's like driving. It teach you some basic things. After some time, when you are on the road yourself, like a swimmer, for you not to get drowned, you will try to use your brain. So when we went there is something that is moving up and down in the machine. When you put something, before you put something inside, it stays down. You feel it, you close the lid, you raise the lever, you press it down, the thing moves up. You remove your brick, you must send that piston down to where we call it on our side here, we call it piston base or piston stand. Let's say this is the piston stand, and because you are molding something, the piston went from here and stayed like this. You must ensure that it comes back before you put something inside the next time. If you leave it there, you will only fill it with not enough material because it hasn't gotten down. When you now press and the thing comes out, you don't have a brick because there are some laws of the thing that you did not obey. So there is need for care. Then I also encourage you, if you are not too technical, this one that this lecture we are giving is more to the owners and even the operators. The operator don't need story. Every one of you has it, where the essential tools are there. They make the work go well. If they have a wheelbarrow, if they have a head pan, if the shovel is good, if they have spanner and tools, all these things are essential. Another essential thing is, please build for them a shade or a shed. Build for them a shade or a shed. When I was building this place, just put the leg down, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Run something on. If it's banana leaf safe, if it's palm front safe, they need it because imagine what is the time now. Look at the sun. It gives them some comfort to want to do it a little well, better. We are going to show you the quantity of cement that you require. We will make varieties of the bricks for you to see that the same machine can be used for A, B, C, D, and you don't and some of them saves you time, and time you know is money. Some of them save you time, save you material, and save you money. Look at my coping. Coping is a fence cap. It's a brick. Instead of casting your coping, when you want to cast, first you go and call carpenter. You begin to do form work. You go buy iron rod. You must need gravel and sand and cement, and you now make and be pouring. After you come and remove the wood, you begin to dress the thing. Those are waste of time. Make the brick inside the machine, lay it like you are laying the brick, and get out of the place. You have a lintel or channel brick that enable you to do a lintel without having to enter into any. See, the middle one here is a lintel brick. The middle brick is a lintel brick, as it has been used as a lintel brick. There's an iron rod inside it holding the whole structure together. So the technology gives some ways of improving or improvement in construction. I've talked about oiling. Don't use this oil. Some say na oil. No. The oil must be a lubricating type, and waste oil, black oil. Black oil was used here. Show me the black oil on the face. It vanished. Somebody called me after 1-2 days of making the brick. See, sir, the black oil is showing on the brick. How will I do it? Forget. Go on making and forget. After waiting for 7-8 days and total drying, the thing vanishes. It evaporates and goes away. Like you can't see it. So don't bother yourself about it dating. It's one man that you operate this machine. One man. Pulling on the lever. One man. Either to eject or to press, to compress. Don't use 2 men, don't use 3 men, don't use 6 men. We found people, they overload the thing, they can't, one person can't do it, 3, 4, 5 people went and be pulling it. They may find the power to break it. But the machine haven't been doing it for 20-something years. I want to challenge you. Okay, there is something called manufacturer's defect. Maybe somebody was welding it, forgot to weld fully a point. So that may occur. Yes. Apart from that, you can't break this. The breaking of the machine will have to take what we call abuse. It's like somebody who made a car now and say you can't smash this car. How true is it? Press the accelerator now, or you put stone on top of it and close your eyes and sleep. Follow the rules and you will enjoy fine face brick. So if you want fine thing, you seal it and you make your brick, you have to care for it. Care. Machine will make whatever you want for you. Fine you want, put fine something inside. You want it the other one, put her inside. And the thing where you say as you lay your bed, so you go lie on it. You can make this brick without cement and build all the buildables. You want build skyscraper computer without cement. My father built a house without cement. Then there was no machine. You just throw it up, bam. They have technologies. Non-cement brick cannot be done in rainy season. Those who are aware of what they do in those periods, they wait till dry, even go to part of the north where they are using this material to build huts and houses. They don't mold brick in rainy season. They know their dry season. They wait for their dry season. They mold their brick in the dry season and build their house in the dry season and roof their house in the dry season. And that's the end. Once the roof is on it, that's the end. I titled this thing Introduction to the Technology. We will not go straight into interlocking bricks without talking about the technology. And how is this our own interlocking related to the almighty Hydra form? Because on DSTV you see Hydra form being advertised, on the internet you see Hydra form all over. So we will be showing you fixing down the machine. A lot of people, when they buy the machine, some carry it home and think that, okay, like something you have just bought new, let me test it. You can put it down, like I put several ones down there. You go carry sand, put it inside, begin to try it. The thing will not work. We have found people call us, say, the thing is not working. When he's even saying, he say, we tell one story, we will be confused. So when we get there now, we find that I did not even fix the machine. He did not even fix the machine. So I say, 20 people cannot operate that machine if it's not fitted down. 20 people. Say, let 20 people hold them. It won't work. But when you fix it down, I mentioned 1, 2, 3 people. We built our houses with this mud without cement. Who we see here and think is a poor man. There is some advantage in not putting cement in your brick for building the house. The cement itself is a pollutant in a way. If you can make your foundation real wood, make your brick, that is if you are able to wait till that dry season, build the house, roof the house, especially those who knows. Number of brick per person is dependent. Nobody can answer it. A lot of people ask me, I tell them theory.
A person.
Theory.
What a person
Can do.
Okay.
The time to work this work is very early in the morning. Whereas the lazy Nigerian will just be strolling to the site at 7 or 8 or 9. By that 7 or 8, this ground don't full. See my room here. By 6 o'clock, I was annoyed. This boy, you know, I go allow me to sleep. Before I wake up in 8 o'clock, the whole ground don't full. He will walk until about 10, 11. And abandon the work and go and eat and sleep. 2 o'clock, you go and see him sleeping. 3 o'clock, he don't work, I go down. 4 o'clock, he don't work, I go down. Around 4:30, he comes back again. 1-2 hours in that evening, he finishes the day's job. And measure all the things he will need to start the work at 6 a.m. tomorrow when it is still dark. See, it's back. I was annoyed. But I later found it is early morning walk. God has given everybody energy. When you don't sleep, you wake up, the energy is calm, sufficient, enough, big for the day's work. You haven't eaten, you are on the road running. But after some times, within the day. So there are rules that we must take from people. Again, you find in the commercial town, you don't have good people who wants to actually work. They want the money. You have made the money. That's why you call them to immediately you say you want build. Don't they do your own arithmetic? How you go first of all build your own house before you save. So if you are not careful, you're selling the cement, doing all sorts of things. But I learned a lesson building this house. This place was total bush. Then I came here, some people came and said, very difficult. I was even afraid of my life because this is my business. And my business is my life. And I want to experiment the thing. They say it's difficult. So how will I sell it to somebody? Something that is already difficult for me to do. God gave me that brain. Go back to your village. You have age mates that you grew up. There are some in the village. Tell them, give me 1, 2, 3 cheap people to come and do some work. So sometimes be innovative in your, don't use, some people go call bricklayer. If you call a bricklayer to come and mold brick for you, you are finished from the word go. He's not the right person. He's a professional. This work does not need any skill. His skill can be acquired easily. It's meant for somebody who has no profession, who will now say, this is my profession. Because of this profession. Make the brick. Don't overload the machine. It will show you. Use your soil and cement properly. Wet it. Make the brick. Put the brick out for 1 day. Pack it in files from second day. Wet it. Cover it. If you do that for 7-8 days, 7,000 brick and all the 7,000 brick was used to fill the ground. Filling. So if a man is into this technology, he didn't mix his cement, sand well, he has wasted the money. If you mix it well and you did not wet it, you have wasted your money for the cement. So wetting, anything that is cement based, called concrete, landcrete, sandcrete. The more you are wetting, the stronger the thing becomes.
Do you wet them before piling them up in 5-5? Or
No.
you pile them up and you
Pile
wet?
them up,
And you wet?
wet the top, sir. Wet the top.
Okay.
See, the sun is coming from up. It's going to affect the top. The top is protecting all the other ones. Standardization, I told people, I sat on the board of the Standard Organization of Nigeria to design this laterite brick for Nigeria. So it's not as if it is something foreign. These are questions people ask. I made some of this brick in rainy season. It does not rain every day. When it's raining, you pack it up. When the rain stops, you start your work. The beauty of this is that one day when we are doing this, we made our bricks. Some other houses they have made their block, and the rain suddenly did not give any sign. Ooh, it came. destroy all the concrete block, and our own everything was standing. Most of these bricks are without cement that we made during this training. One, we kept it inside. That one. This one was outside. The one that is outside will never dry. Never. If you are doing it in rainy season. As it's drying, they go. Before you finish drying, another water. Depending on how long the period of the rain and the intensity of the rain. When you put it inside, you cover it. See, I'm there. You didn't even sun dry it. I just wanted to show you as examples of, I'm not preaching, don't use cement, I'm not preaching it, but I'm preaching it. This is a training. And a lot of people want to do a lot of things. You know what to do if you are not putting cement. Somebody was with me here. Maybe we parked into this house together. He was like a boy. He graduated and left. Somehow he came back. As for my machine, the smallest one, I sold it to me. He went somewhere I've not been there and built a 2-bedroom house without adding cement into the brick. Nonsense, you know, he will use in sense. He just use in sense. When people saw it, they open mouth. Say, why you don't go this? You don't just they look at me. If you got the technology right, before you will build with non-cement brick, before you start making the brick, go and buy your roofing material. Before you will start to make number one brick, go and buy your roofing material. So that it won't be a problem when you are finished building the thing. It doesn't take time to build this. I want to do today. This interlocking is called dry stack, because you have made the brick, you have dried it, and now you are now stacking it on top of themselves. That is dry stacking. So they can call it interlocking walls or dry stacked wall or no mortar. That is no mortar to join. It's a well-researched technology. It's an international technology. If I don't want to miss it, I've read in some places that national governments, nations governments, they do come up with some idea, like the American, we heard about it. One president will come and will say, by so year, we want to be in the moon. Only Nigeria no get anything like that. Oh, we can no get anything like that. National government will just look at what do we do about scarcity of houses. By okay, all the architects, engineers, when they just bear this thing by name, choose among yourself, write something, follow that something. Year 2020, I want 1 million houses. It's possible.
Yes.
Give them the tools to do it. That's how interlocking came about. We can just be making the brick, and many more people, not skilled, unskilled people, can join in laying the brick. 1995-96, I called in these news people, journalists from television, radio, and they gather in one place. Everybody, the title of that invitation I gave is "Everybody is a Builder," to align the force course. and join it to the foundation. Everybody that came, oya go carry your own brick and put in it. Everybody. Because the place where you go put am, nobody go show you. When you put am in the thing, go click inside. The bricklayer go stand dey look you, say push am more. The thing enter everybody. If we are like 30, 40, you carry 40. How many times wey the wall don reach up? And you want to pull down the same thing, you don't need bricklayer, you can't go there. There are certain things that are holding them together in the corners, at the lintel level, at the window level, at the door level, at the roof level. You break those things and you can approach them again one by one and bring them out. But the thing that God made has law and rules. We have not seen that tornado going up. The force come from a place, it can scatter it. But because you have sealed it, can put it, and that wall is big. I have not seen any bigger wall except those olden day houses. 9 inches, no hole inside. Inside. Yes, sir, this is 4 inches wall. A tool and hammer, and it will spend hours to be able to create one hole here. And as he's knocking the thing, it's making the whole street go here. On like hollow block. Hollow block. The washing went to church. He just created one hole here. He came to the parlor, they created one hole here. He didn't enter through anywhere. He packed everything and passed through that place and went away. So this interlocking came through hydrophone. I got it around 95. By my knowledge of the silver arm system, I made the machine and built my own office. It can be used for all sorts of things, for defense, for the walls, for anything. House, fences, school, hall, mosque, workshop, farmhouses, anything. The foundation is the same. The foundation is the same for all type of building. So that word foundation is the same. I've told people the hollow block, concrete block, concrete block that is hollow is not the foundation material. It's not the foundation material. Those who use it inside the foundation are using it as a form work. Form work. Instead of you creating a plank inside your foundation and pouring concrete inside. That is why you went and buy 9 inches. So that when you put it inside the ground, you don't pour concrete inside it. Refusal to pour concrete inside it is a death trap new. Death trap. Because the load that you are bringing, you are putting it on emptiness. You are putting it on zero. If it lasts, you are lucky. But you are not sure that it can last. It can even last. You find a big crack one day inside your wall, and once there is a crack in the wall, you can't mend it too. No. Crack in walls cannot be mended. There is no joint that you can join. It will join. When the bricklayer do it, it will join. When the bricklayer go away, after some days of drying, things come apart again. So please, concrete block, fill it. Block, oh. So I want to do gable. That gable is this one. You must join them, because if you don't fall on your head, sir, when you are arranging the thing, you will be lucky. So join the gable. At the doors, windows, they need joining. they need joining. Then at the edge there, that's one of the most interesting, difficult thing. Edges, intersection, partitioning wall. How does it intersect? How does it form at the corners? Those are the major things we want to let you know today. Because different people are doing it in different ways, but how does the technology say you should do it? Most people have never been able to know it. So the windows, door, gable, lintel can be done. Foundation the same conventional way. This technology is introduced to reduce costs. To reduce costs, Mr. Abdul Gafar, Baba Odedairo, that's people who are built with it. You may not have enjoyed that reduction in cost. If you are pioneering a thing, you may not have enjoyed the real reduction that you are supposed to get because you are a pioneer. You have to be the one doing all the things yourself, looking for this, looking for people who are going to do it thereafter behind you. They will find you. Some of the mistakes you have made, you will not let them make it. That is money for them. Waste time and it costs money. So when you are doing no mortar, you are saving on that no mortar. And time you are also saving. But if you go and call bricklayer that doesn't know about it, in fact they will make it more, you say make it don't use more difficult. When you just say difficult, you don't put more. You don't go no say the thing there as it be. They make it more difficult. But they bring a lot of stories into the thing and tell you, oh, this thing is difficult to lay. You lay 40 for 1,000 and be 2,000. Why don't I go and buy Sanskrit law? In everywhere in the whole world, there is nowhere the accounting number of brick for day work. Nowhere in the whole world except Nigeria. These problems, they are things that can be solved by consultation. Consultation. I've said it in one or two of our workshops here that we are trying to make some people ambassadors. Know it, stay where you are. I found people like that I just there send people to go and meet Baba, go and meet Baba, go and meet, and this is already settled that this brick provide cooler inside, few skilled labor, site molding result in less wastages. Don't bend the law. If you mold brick for somebody in one site and is to carry it to another site, I can assure you that forever and ever you will not be able to carry it. Bricklaying, interlocking. You have done your foundation. Take the first brick and join it to your foundation. The bricklayer we use is spirit level. For me. He will use a spirit level to make sure that that level is level. Thereafter, they start piling it up and checking the alignment. It is not this way, that way. And you are going. Once you get your window, then the corners, then the intersection, we are going to demonstrate it. What you should do so that the thing will actually interlock. This one, they say you need it. When you have placed it there, take it to knock it to make sure that it actually Then they say this one, some of the things that are sticking to the surfaces of the brick, they can do them. And take this one. I was also reading the thing. To get there now, half brick, then they take start the corners. How you do it? There are some projection on the half brick. They say we should remove it so that the thing will interlock. The internal walls, you can use anything. You can use, if you have this machine, you can also use that one. I found out where somebody, architect Mafe, that built the interlocking houses on this Abeokuta Shagamu Road. Instead of placing the interlocking brick like this, place it like this, join it. Like this is 9 inches. Like this is about 5 inches. This was what it is. So whatever you like for the internal. I've told about the area that needed normal joining roof wire. There is a way you can put your roof wire. I found some houses in Ketu 1 year like that. There was a storm, and you see so many roofs of high-rising building. The storm carried the whole roof and put it down somewhere. You are to tie your roof to your house. You are to tie your roof to your house. Compressive strength only dependent on one thing. It's dependent on several things, starting from the material soil that you are using. Different soil, if you compress them, they have different compressive strength. Quantity of cement that you add to A, B, C, D soil, how much. When you add it, you take it to make it, it constitutes different compressive strength. The machine also, how much force is the machine exerting on the material to make the brick? It's part of it. So all combined make for compressive strength. But it's been found that laterite with 4-5% cement compressed on a single brick press will avail you a compressive strength of between 30 to 50 kilogram force per square centimeter. That is, I talk of the standard organization of Nigeria. I've been going all around. He got interested in my company. He came to our company here. We gave them lateral, we gave them cement, we gave them the. We have to heal it by wetting it for so many days. After that so many days, they came and carried it to Proda. Proda is Kinikan in Enugu.
Yes.
Like it's like Firo.
Yeah, yes.
The research center.
Yes.
And they tested the thing and they called us together. Architects, engineers, and professors, this, about 20 of us came together in their office in VI and were able to design a standard for Nigeria. We were able, not the Oga there, but I was the Oga there because they needed me. Most of the people they brought are theoreticians. People whether they read it in book or they just knew their standard in the engineering something. But here I am. I made the machine. My workshop was used, and I have you to collect your experiences and give to them. When they are saying this, they say no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. So we have a standard. This one they say na bed bed. This is a bed. Bed as of bed that you are sleeping in.
Yes.
Bed, ridge. This one are male, and this is female. So the interlocking, like the person who asked the question before we started this program, say, can't air or breeze or whatever go through this brick into the house? And I answered him no. The male has entered into the female. And this air, they do have a course. They have a road, channel. They have a behavior. You don't see air that is going like this. Maybe you find that one in the ocean. And there are some forces using that water to be doing wave. But this air thing, they get obstructed when they may want to try. That is the essence of research. I've made up my mind in my life. I will never go against research. Because I burnt my fingers once or twice. I got a design from Western Germany. I made the machine and I've never used that machine in my life. Because I carry this machine go Abuja, I go buy sand, I buy cement, I made the brick, I started building the house, and the house refused to build. The people who gave me this machine gave it to me as 6. But because when I was doing it, I couldn't find something 6, I found 8. I now made the machine 8. No house can be built by this brick. Because 12 6 ló lè ṣiṣẹ́. 12 6 18 6 18 9, not 8. Since that day now, this machine has been a failure. And it's a special machine. I did another one. Somebody came from Ilorin and said he wants it 18 by 9 by 9. When they convince me, you know, say when you are just starting a business, you need money. Like now, you bring your million naira and you are talking rubbish. I no go. I will just tell you, go and do it elsewhere. You just say make I do am o. Come do the machine. Very big. To remove the brick was number 1 problem. I went into research. I found a way that we put a hanger. One hanger would come like this, another one will come like this. There's a rod on top of it like this. One man will carry here, one man will carry there, and will carry and go put them down. So in workshop, it's possible, but we are only able to make 1-2 brick, and once we have made it, you know, go make another one. They can't carry and go Ilorin. They made the first one, they put them down, pekete. They make another one. At the end of the one day, they didn't make one. Because me, where they be researcher, I will be patient to put down. For the man who you employ wants to make so much bricks and earn so much money, they brought the machine back. Since that day now, anybody need to tell me not to make it for you? You come now and say you want it. Go and make it elsewhere. Daily. For when they give you your bill for the life sustenance of those people who complain say they have been affected by the thing wey you make. Na you go dey pay their salary till they go die. And you pray join say make dem quick die sef. Those people no dey die quick. So there are standards and we try to follow that standards. Foundation, wall, please remind me if we are jumping anything when we get there. Practical work to do. Foundation, walls, lintel or ring beam, fence wall, column in fence wall, corners of a building, intersection and partition, doors and windows, gable ends, floor bricks for internal and external use, coping called fence wall cap. I am doing a research and that research has only just commenced. I'm happy to be in my house, retired but not tired. I'm not going to waste my time on the road. When I sit in the house, something comes to my head. I have a carpentry workshop. I have the machine mounted. You see something that I have done beyond what you saw that day. I've done another thing. It's to be a copy. Just 2, 3, 4 days, something came to my brain. I started practicing the thing. I've asked them to use it there now. If it works, okay. If it doesn't work, it's a process until you reach perfection. Because the question came, if this brick is multi-purpose, you can do coping, you can do half, you can do lintel, you can do floor, you can do fence, and why don't we make the interlocking to also do more things? But I don't expect you to buy this machine now and go and be buying this one again. Buy one and see what is possible to do. It only take time. So we are already moving in that line. So thank you.
My question is, you know, this bricks are solid.
Yes.
They are not hollow. In piping, in electrical works, how are we going to do? Do we have to finish laying, then we'll now start using chisel?
Conduit wiring.
Exactly.
I will answer your question.
At the window stage, when we get to the level of the bottom of the window, we want to start setting the windows apart.
Okay.
Do we apply concrete? I mean, sorry, mortar, little mortar to hold. I'm still talking about interlocking now.
Okay.
Do we apply mortar?
Okay.
I'll need to help us clarify that as well.
I want to find out if you can roof. If you're going to build in rainy season, if you can roof first of all, if you can do your skeletal structure and roof, and start laying the interlocking blocks as an option. And secondly, I have asked before, I want to know if there are any alternatives to the cost of upper floor slabs. I want to know if there's any research ongoing and
upper floor
slab, which we all know is the huge cost.
Huge cost.
Is it possible to have this interlocking in 1 foot instead of 9 inches length and still remain 9 inches width?
Okay.
Is it efficient? Is it
Okay.
good?
I'll answer.
Then the second one is that I've seen this type of, you made machine
Yes.
that has perforated 6 inches long.
Okay.
We have bought from you before.
Okay. Yes.
And find it very effective in conduiting things.
Okay.
Is it possible to have such perforated areas for the interlocking too? And is it not going to be more efficient in that it's not going to be so clumsy, heavy as it is now if there are 2 perforated ends? Have you thought of that too? And it is also going to help the conduiting we are talking about, because we have used your machine very efficient, but we have problem with that conduiting that brother has said.
Okay.
Yeah, my little experience concerning this interlock brick. Firstly, the production of the brick matters because I use 3 different people in producing this brick, and the 3 different people made different type of brick as regard to the quality
from the same machine.
So as regard to quality and even quantity of the brick, as regard to materials. So from a bag of cement, some made 65, 70, some make 80, 85, and somebody make 85, 90. And I want to tell you, 85, 90 is stronger than 65, than 75, and 85. But what I discovered in that 85, 90 was that the man was perfect. So the brick was stronger and neater. The picture is here. I sent it to Baba. Stronger and neater. Because when I came here last time for a seminar, I met the man here. So he was the one that trained us on interlock brick. And when my building reached linted, he said I need 1,500 brick. Then I now call him. You please make 1,500 brick for me? And he said yes. How much are you going to take? He told me. I didn't even bother to price. So just come out. So immediately he saw my building, he made a lot of complaint that this brick supposed not to be like this. This one, okay, do your own, let us see. And even the builder, when they came, they know that this person knows what he is doing. So that is what I want. But what I discovered in him was that the mixture of the sand with the cement was very thorough. And another thing is that each brick he makes, he puts oil. So that makes the brick very neater, just like glass. When you see my bricks, it looks like a glass, very smooth. Very smooth. So those are the things I discovered.
Ram the internal of your house. We have floor brick. In one of your machines, we are trying to create it in this and lay floor brick. Instead of 5 inches for your wall, 5% cement in your wall, you can make 10% for your floor. This floor that you are here is 10% cement because the vehicle goes on top of it. You can reduce it in the house because no vehicle goes into the house. Lay your floor bricks and screed it or tile it. What I want to recognize, those who need a German floor are people who are building something like a factory, an industry, that we have machine installed. They need a monolithic floor. But in the house, it's just this brick that I made. I laid in my house here. I laid it in my own door house.